champagne wedding with a beer budget or a chibuku budget. Hi guys, welcome back to A Perfect Life channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the love. If you're not part of the family, please hit the subscribe button and be part of the family, and make sure you leave a big thumbs up on this video and the other videos that I've posted before. And also don't forget to leave that to hit the bell button down there so that you don't miss any new video that I post. So as you've already seen in the title, that today we are going to be talking about creating your wedding budget. Okay, maybe some of you've been wondering why I'm looking down like that. I have some few points that I've written with me. I don't want to forget. So this video, I'll try as much as I can for it to be short and very informative. Okay, I hope it will help one or two people at the end of this video who might have been engaged or planning their wedding, or maybe whenever you want to plan your wedding. I hope these tips will help you. Okay, so let's go straight into the point. The first one is estimate the cost and set a budget. So when it comes to this one, I could say there are three main things that you need to consider: the venue, the number of people that you are going to invite, your guest list, and also the items miscellaneous that you might want. Or I could say writing down every little thing that will be needed. It could be even your own eyelashes or a pair of stockings. That's reason. At the end of the day, last minute cost may incur because you didn't write this. Oh my god, I forgot this. Oh my god, I forgot this. So those little things, by the end of the day, you check, oh, it's already like $1,000 that you need to pay in the last minute. Okay, so when it comes to the guest list, guys, so many people tend to forget, oh, I just want a big wedding, 300 people. But then you might end up using $100 per person for food and beverages. Food and beverages, they contribute to a higher percentage when it comes to wedding costs. Maybe you have like a 4-course set menu or 7-course, people, they really want to be extravagant. And then they have this, on the menu, people, they are not even used to the food. Maybe people are used to sadza or pounded yam or whatever, like traditional food. So know the type of guests you're inviting, and also try as much as you can to cut down on the number of people that you're inviting if your funds cannot really cater to the number of people. So when it comes to guest invites, be strategic on who you invite to your wedding. Like, for example, you can invite one person and the person tell you, okay, I'm gonna bring my entire family. No, learn to say no. Say no, I cannot, unfortunately, because if that person is bringing 5 more people plus 1, that's 6 already, and maybe you have a small wedding of up to 100 people or 50 people. So you see, you need to learn to say no and be strategic to who you invite, okay, because this increase cost. And then the other one is the venue. Okay, so know the off seasons and the peak seasons. I understand maybe everybody wants to get married in December because everybody will be home around that time, but sometimes you can see that it's better for you maybe to have your wedding in April, because it's cheaper to have your wedding in April compared to having it in December. Okay, so you should also have that in mind when you're looking for a venue. Okay, that way you'll cut costs if you go for April instead of December. On to the second point. Okay, so the second point is savings, guys. We cannot have a wedding if you don't have savings. I understand some people, they have contributions, but before we go ahead with the contributions, please do not budget promised money. Like, I will give you by the end of the month, or I'll give you towards your wedding by this day, whatever. Guys, last minute disappointment. You don't want to have that heart attack, that stress on your wedding day. So it's better for you, okay, if someone promises you money, fine, but don't put it in the budget. Don't. If they give you, fine. If they don't, you still have your own money. So don't budget on promised money. Okay, so for your savings, you need to work out a saving plan. Okay, so for example, your wedding is in a year. You need to know, okay, if now that we know the type of wedding we want, now that we've estimated the costs of the wedding, okay, so how much money, maybe our wedding is $50,000 or $10,000 depending with you. So how much money should we save? Maybe you and your partner or the family is involved. How much money should we save towards the wedding per month? Let's say it's for a year or whatever. Okay, then you do your calculations. When it comes to the savings also, be realistic with your income. You cannot say your income is $1,000 and then you want to save $800 or $900. How are you going to pay the bills? I mean, so try to work with the amount that is left after your monthly expenses or your bills. That way it will be very, very realistic. Don't just say, okay, our wedding is $10,000. But my salary is $1,000. I can do that within 10 months. No, that's not how it works, because you have expenses and you have some emergencies that may actually happen. So you need to be really, really cautious when it comes to savings. Okay, so on this point as well, on the savings, I always say you need to use like a savings calculator. Some people, you can have like different bank accounts if you're not that loyal. Maybe you are a shopaholic, or you cannot stick to saving this money. You can have separate bank accounts. You can open a savings account. That will help. Or maybe you can you and your partner, like, okay, let's open this bank account, let's be depositing this amount of money towards our wedding. It's fixed. We are not gonna touch that money at all. So that way you just know that, no matter what, the money is safe. Because guys, without money, there's no rice, there's no wedding rice. Also, not that you can still, if you have been saving before you have been even engaged, you can also try to pull from your savings. That way it's easier. That's why it's always important to always save money, because that can save you a lot. Okay, so yeah, saving is really, really important. So even after you're engaged, start planning your wedding. Unless you're wedding or unless you are not of the rings where you have to keep a ring for like 10 years, or no shade, I am just saying. Okay, the third point is use Microsoft Excel to track your progress. Okay, so guys, I'm sure maybe most of you know how to use Microsoft Excel. So you have to make sure you write every little thing you need. It could be the venue, transportation, DJ, flowers, food, anything, dress, and all that drama. Make sure you write each and everything. Don't just say entertainment, right? Entertainment, DJ, MC, everything written down. Okay, and then you have your estimated cost, and then you have the actual cost. Because when you write your estimated cost, you start making calls to vendors, like checking people, their cost, and So make sure, it's always important to have higher estimated cost compared to the actual cost. Actual cost should always be lower. It gives you a leverage whereby you don't have to stress. It's better for you to have more money that you had saved towards this particular thing, that now you have to look for other sources of income for you to be able to pay the balance. So it's always important, even if you know, transportation is going to be $50, it's better for you to write transportation $100. It doesn't hurt anybody. At the end of the day, the money is still coming back to you. So kudos to you, right? So like I was saying, use Excel sheet. You write the actual cost, you write the estimated cost, actual cost, then you write status. Maybe is it paid, half paid, pending or whatever. Then you have your, like you can also have that status, right? And then you have the actual amount paid. Okay, then you have a column of balance, how much is to be paid, or yet to be paid. And then you have notes, like for example, this one was paid, this one, or maybe this one will be paid on the day of the wedding. Okay, this one you say, okay, you paid. You're like, okay, you write each and every note. Okay, to pay by November 21st, to pay by June, whatever. So it helps you track, and make sure you put like different colors and whatever, So Excel sheet is really, really important. Write every little thing. It might seem like you're dramatic or crazy, but it really, really helps, because already your mind is all over the place and you just don't want to stress towards your big day. The fourth point is very, very important. You should have blinders, guys. Blinders. Now that you set your budget, now that you have your tracking sheet, stick to it. You know, sometimes these wedding vendors that, we can upgrade you from this ballroom to the other ballroom. You just need to pay additional $2,000. And you're like, oh my God, $2,000. I'd already paid it's actually better. Okay, now you're gonna have a big venue. You've been upgraded to a bigger venue, which means you also invite more people now, additional people. So now that means what? More cost for you, darling. You might think, okay, you paid $20,000 for a venue. This $2,000 not do a lot. Let me just upgrade. Darling, I understand it's your day. If you can afford, why not? Go for it if you can afford that. But I'm just saying, like, you need to have blinders. I know I'm actually one person, like I've told myself, okay, I want these colors and I want those colors when it comes to my bridesmaid, but every time I go on Instagram, oh my goodness, I want that. You get what I'm saying? So I've told myself, like, you know what, now I have my colors and colors, nothing, I will never change my colors, because at the end of the day I'll end up rushing last minute instead of preparing on time. You get what I'm saying? So you need to have discipline. In actual sense, have discipline. Okay, guys, you need to stick to your plan, to what you want. So many people, they will come with their own ideas of their own dream weddings, and they expect you to do their dream wedding on yourself. Like I said before, learn to say no. Like, oh no, this one, no, darling. Maybe you can do it on your own wedding. I'm telling you, this color, the color you want is not nice. This one is better. Like, oh, I want that. Excuse me, it's my wedding and I'm working in line with my budget. I'm sorry, this is what makes me happy and it goes in line with my savings. Unless you're contributing to the wedding, darling, don't just be too opinionated. Okay. So the fifth point, guys, is all being said and done, reflect on your budget and the cost and see if it's realistic or not, guys. Never take a loan for you to have a wedding. Anyways, some people maybe they have and they manage to pay off, but it will bring stress to your marriage. You just want to enjoy your marriage. This is like, you know, like, blah blah blah, which is just me and you, no kids involved. You don't want to have stress at the beginning of your wedding. And these loans, guys, these people, they really take their money. They don't joke. So you don't want to be getting 5,000 per month, and then after the loan, whatever, they take everything. Now you have like 500 or 1,000, 2,000 just to pay your bills. You can imagine the stress. So guys, stick to your budget and see how realistic is it in line with your savings, your budget plan. Okay, because we don't want you to have stress at the end of the day. Okay, so yes, guys, those were my 5 points. Just know that you can still have a champagne wedding with a beer budget. Trust me, there's so many DIYs, so many cheaper maybe wedding planners or decors. They're cheaper but nice. For example, instead of you getting a floral bouquet, you can have like a fresh floral bouquet. You can have like a artificial flowers. You just still look nice, but you'd have saved a coin, and it will still look like a champagne wedding on a chibuku budget. Anyway, guys, I just want to say, at the end of the day, it's not about how much you spend on your wedding. It's about how you feel. You know, you can have an incredibly beautiful wedding on a very low budget, and you go home very, very happy, and you have your happily ever after. Okay, without breaking the bank. Do not go into debt for you to have a dream wedding. Okay, start your marriage on a happier note. Anyways, that was it. That's it for today. I just want to thank you if you've watched until the very end. I understand it was too much information, but thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to say, as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and make sure you hit the bell button on, guys. I'm crazy, huh? Okay, guys, so until next time, thank you so much for watching.